Well, hello and welcome to this episode of Learn Everyday English, where we use words, phrases, and real life situations to help you learn and improve your English. Today we're going to be talking about maybe something interesting. How do you say you're sick or you're feeling sick in English? There are different ways to say that. I'm sick is fairly common, and that's what most people learn when they're learning English, but there are a lot of different phrases or other phrases or expressions or idioms that we use in English to express that we are sick. So if you like this video or these types of videos in this channel, 1, please hit the like button, 2, subscribe, 3, hit the bell for notification, and 4, tell your friends about it so that they can benefit and improve their English as well. I'll start off by saying that here in the United States we are dealing with the coronavirus just like everybody else. In my city it's not bad. There are no cases yet, but in other parts of the country things are somewhat bad, or some parts of the country things are bad. But overall, I guess we're just beginning to see the impact of the virus. So a lot of stores and businesses are closing or not open. People are going to the grocery store and buying a lot of things. We're saying buying up everything. It means they're buying a whole bunch of items, maybe more than they really need to. The shelves in the stores, a lot of are bare. We say that means the shelves do not have items or products on them. So we are still dealing with the coronavirus. So a lot of people, the schools have been closed for 2 weeks in most areas. So a lot of people are off. So just wanted to give you an update on that. But let's jump right in and go over the different ways that we say I'm sick in English. The first one is I'm not feeling well. I'm not feeling well, or I am not feeling well. But I am is a contraction for I'm. I'm is a contraction for I am. So we can say, somebody asks, how are you feeling? I'm not feeling well. Or I'm really not feeling well. That means I'm sick. I don't feel normal. I don't feel right. So again, that's I'm not feeling well, or I'm really not feeling well. The second way that we can say we're sick is I don't feel too good. I don't feel too good. Or I don't feel too great. I don't feel too great. And another expression, but this is more of informal and slang, but I know I used to use it when I was growing up and I would hear it. It's, I don't feel too hot. I don't feel too hot. Here, hot doesn't mean temperature. Hot just means like I don't feel good. I don't feel good. So I don't feel too hot. Or I just don't feel good. I just don't feel good. So again, I'll repeat those expressions. 1, I don't feel too good. Or I don't feel too great. I don't feel too great. I don't feel too hot. I don't feel too hot. I just don't feel good. I just don't feel good. Okay, the next expression is I'm not feeling myself today. I'm not feeling myself today. That means I am not like myself. I am different. I'm feeling different than I normally do. But we say, I'm not feeling myself today. I'm not feeling myself today. It doesn't have to do with feeling with your fingers, or we say tactile sensation, but it's feeling as far as feeling healthy or sick. Another very common expression you'll hear is, I'm under the weather. So somebody could ask you, how are you doing today? How are you feeling? I'm under the weather. I'm under the weather today. That means I'm sick. I'm not feeling normal. I'm not feeling like my regular self. I'm under the weather, under the weather. You could also say, I feel under the weather. I feel under the weather. Or, I'm feeling under the weather. I'm feeling under the weather. So all of those are the same one. I'm under the weather. I feel under the weather. Or I'm feeling under the weather. So that all three of those mean the same thing. The next expression is, I've caught a bug. I've caught a bug. A bug, can be an insect, but here bug is a reference to like a bacteria or virus. So we call that a bug. He has a bug. That means he's sick. He's maybe has a cold. He has the flu. He has some type of sickness or illness. So if somebody asks you, hey, are you okay? You don't look very well. Yeah, I've caught a bug. I think I've caught a bug. It means I have some type of illness. Or you can also say if you're starting to feel bad, maybe you don't feel really bad right now, but you're starting to feel a little different, you can say, I think I'm catching a bug. I think I'm catching a bug. I feel kind of cold. My body aches. Aches means to hurt. My body aches. I think I'm catching a bug. So that means I think I'm getting sick. I think I'm getting sick. Another next expression, which is also very common, is I've come down with something. I've come down with something. Hey, are you sick? Yeah, I've come down with something. I've come down, or I have come down with something. So something is some type of illness or sickness. Or the same thing if I'm starting to feel a little different, like maybe I'm getting sick, I can say, I think I'm coming down with something. I think I'm coming down with something. I have a slight fever. My head hurts. My throat hurts. I think I'm coming down with something. That means I think I'm getting sick with something. Or you can also say, I might be coming down with something. I might be coming down with something. So those are all the same thing. I've come down with something. That means you think you have it. I think I'm coming down with something. And I might be coming down with something. The next expression is more of a very informal type of expression. But somebody could say, hey, are you sick or how do you feel? And the answer is, oh, I'm sick as a dog. I'm sick as a dog. That means I'm very sick. I'm feeling very bad. Or I'm as sick as a dog. I'm as sick as a dog, or I'm sick as a dog. That's like I said, very informal expression, but you do hear that. That means I feel very sick. Or you can also say, I feel sick as a dog. Hey, how do you feel? Well, I feel as sick as a dog. I feel as sick as a dog. So that means I feel very sick. Okay, another expression, and this is maybe more common and you can figure this out. It's understandable. If somebody say, how do you feel? I feel terrible. I feel terrible. Or I can also say, I feel lousy. Lousy. Lousy means just it's not good, is lousy. And that's a very common word, lousy. I feel lousy. Lousy can also say you have a favorite basketball team and they played a game last night and your friend asks you, hey, how did the basketball team do? They played lousy. Or they did lousy, they lost. Like they played very poorly. They did not play well. But you can still use lousy with feeling. Or you can also say, I feel awful. I feel awful. That means I don't feel good. I feel sick. So I feel terrible. I feel lousy. I feel awful, awful. Another expression, when you just maybe don't feel like yourself, we say in English, I don't feel like myself. You can say, I feel run down. I feel run down. Run down means like you don't have energy, or you lack energy. You lack your normal level of energy. So how do you feel today? I feel run down. I feel run down. It's like a battery that loses its charge. It doesn't have as much power. So we equate that to ourselves as well. Sorry about the dog barking. The last expression is, I'm not feeling 100%. I'm not feeling 100%. That's another kind of common expression. Hey, how do you feel? You feel better? No, I'm not feeling 100%, like I'm not normal. So those are expressions that we use in English to express or to say how that we are feeling sick, or that we are not feeling like ourselves, we are not feeling normal. So I'm going to have all of these expressions listed in the description below, so you can see those, read those, study those. If you want to copy them and print that out, you can have that to use. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Maybe it's a little bit shorter than normal, but I think it's important. These are, like I said, very common expressions that people use here in the United States and in English. So thanks for watching. Hey, this episode of Learn Everyday English. Like and subscribe if you like these videos and this channel. And until next time, hey, we'll see you later.